You know those moments when you think you know someone inside out, only for them to reveal a side of themselves you never saw coming? That's exactly what happened with Mia, my wife of 9 years. It began just days before New Year's Eve. We were sitting in the living room, the Christmas tree still standing, and the scent of pine needles lingering in the air. She had a particular expression on her face, the one that always hinted she was about to ask for something I wouldn't like. "Robert," she began, nervously biting her lip, as she often did. "I've been thinking, maybe I should spend New Year's Eve at my parents' place this year." I stared at her, puzzled. "Your parents' place? Why?" "We always celebrate New Year's together," she sighed, fiddling with the hem of her sweater. "I know, but we haven't spent much time with them this year, and they've been asking me to visit. Plus, you hate those big family get-togethers." I leaned back, trying to read between the lines. "Mia, we already made plans. We were going to watch the fireworks by the river. You're just going to leave me alone on New Year's Eve?" Her face hardened slightly. "Robert, it's not like you even enjoy those things. I just thought being with family for a change would be nice. Is that really so bad?" The conversation quickly escalated into an argument, with our voices rising in frustration. I accused her of being inconsiderate for springing this on me last minute, while she retorted that I was too stuck in my ways, unwilling to try anything different. The dispute ended with her storming out of the room, leaving me staring at the blinking lights on the tree. The following morning, she packed a bag and left for her parents' house. I didn't stop her. I figured we both needed some space. Over the next couple of days, our communication was minimal. She sent me a single text saying she'd arrived safely. 2 days before New Year's Eve, I received a message from Jonathan, a family friend who lived in the same town as Mia's parents. He was one of those people who made it a point to stay connected during the holidays. "Hey, Robert, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Are you and Mia coming down here for New Year's? It'd be great to catch up if you're around," he wrote. I replied quickly, "Hey, Jonathan, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. Mia's actually at her parents' house now, but I won't be coming. Maybe next time." His response came almost immediately. "Really? That's odd. I was at her parents' house earlier today, and they didn't mention her being there. In fact, they said they were spending New Year's Eve alone." "Are you sure?" My heart skipped a beat. "What do you mean? She told me she was staying with them." Jonathan replied, "Yeah, man. I saw her parents myself. They didn't say anything about Mia visiting. Are you sure she's there?" I froze, staring at the screen, as a wave of confusion and suspicion washed over me. If Mia wasn't at her parents' house, where was she? None of it made sense. The more I thought about it, the more uneasy I felt. This wasn't like Mia, and the pieces didn't fit together. That same day, I decided I needed answers. I hired a private investigator to track her down and uncover where she truly was. It felt drastic, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. The next evening, the investigator called me with an update. "Robert, I found her," he said, before providing an address. As soon as he told me, I recognized it. It was Nicole's house. Nicole, Mia's best friend, had been close to her since college. I never liked Nicole. She had a reputation for being unfaithful and had been divorced twice, both times for cheating. Whenever I voiced my concerns about her influence, Mia would get defensive and angry, insisting Nicole was misunderstood. I instructed the investigator to keep watching and to follow her if she left. Around 11 p.m., he called again. "She just left the house with Nicole. They got into her car and drove off," he reported. "Follow them," I said firmly. "Let me know where they go." 20 minutes later, he called back. "They've stopped at a house. They just went inside. Other couples are arriving too." My heart raced. "Where exactly are you?" I asked. He gave me the location, and I grabbed my keys. "Stay there and watch. I'm on my way," I said before ending the call. 30 minutes later, I arrived. The investigator was still outside, observing the house. I parked beside him and rolled down my window. Couples and individuals, all dressed for what seemed like an exclusive event, were entering the house. My voice was steady, despite the adrenaline coursing through me. "I need you to go inside and see what's happening." The investigator slipped into the house. A few minutes later, he texted me. Robert, this isn't just any party. It's a swingers party. My stomach churned. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Moments later, another message came through. I've spotted her. She's with Nicole and 5 other men. They're talking, laughing, and flirting. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. Before I could process, another text arrived. They've gone into a room. I had heard enough. I'm coming in, I replied. Moments later, I slipped inside. The investigator whispered, They're in the second room on the left. My fists clenched as I approached. Without hesitation, I opened the door. What I saw made my stomach turn. Mia was naked in bed with 3 men, while Nicole was with 2 others. They froze when they saw me, Mia's face paling. For a moment, I thought I saw guilt or shame in her expression. This is what you meant by going to your parents' house? I asked, my voice trembling with fury. She scrambled for words, but they came out jumbled. Robert, what are you doing here? I turned and walked out, every step feeling like a blow to my heart. She followed, frantic. Robert, wait! Please let me explain. I stopped but didn't turn around. Let go of me, Mia, I said coldly. Robert, I needed this. It's not a big deal. It was just one night. I turned to face her, anger surging. Are you out of your mind? That's not cheating to you? Her excuses only deepened my heartbreak. I shook my head. This is over, Mia. I'm filing for divorce. Her protests fell on deaf ears. I had made up my mind. This wasn't something I could fix. A couple of days later, I filed the papers. She tried to contact me, but I ignored her. When the divorce was finalized, she didn't ask for anything. Deep down, I think she knew she didn't deserve it. Moving on was hard, but it brought peace. I no longer had to carry the weight of her betrayal. Thank you for watching.